Okay, so I'm shooting this video because I have not been able to be present on YouTube. My life has been a lifing out of control. I'm dealing with a lot of things, but for this particular video, I'm going to talk about a pill being stuck in my throat. I know, I said a pill. So, how do I know a pill might be stuck in my throat? Because I had a chicken wing bone stuck in my throat. A little, you know, the little small part of the chicken wing, that little part, my favorite part of the wing, and it still is, even though I had to have surgery to get it out, still my favorite part. So, I'm eating some Chinese food with some chicken wings, and all of a sudden, we were sitting at the table, and I think I laughed or something, and all of a sudden, I went, oh, and I was like, I feel like that bone just went into my throat. So everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be fine. And I'm like, no, it doesn't feel fine. So, sorry. The second day happened, the third day, fourth day. Now it's about day 5, and I'm like, okay, I still feel this in my throat. It's something wrong. And I was afraid that if I went to sleep one more night, that I might not wake up again. So I told my husband, I said, it's something in my throat. I said, I gotta go to the doctor. And you know how, like, you don't know which doctor to go to because all doctors do something different? I still don't know where they get these PhDs because I don't feel like they be counting them 1, 2, 3s. But anyway, I digress. Hello? Um, I saw him. He is around here somewhere. Yeah, that's best. Sorry. I'm not cutting that out because that's my life. Anyway, he finds a place that can do the x-ray, but as well that's connected to if it had to go, further, I could get into the hospital. We go see the doctor. It's an Indian doctor. And I was saying to the Indian doctor, he said, well, tell me what happened. I said, well, you know how when you're eating and like you're eating chicken and like all of a sudden you feel the bone go down your throat? This man gonna say to me, no, I'm a vegetarian. I said, well, pretend that you know what I'm talking about. I mean, PhD? Anyway, he said, I don't think it's a possibility that you could feel if something was stuck between your throat. And I said, well, that don't sound smart, sir. He said, but I'm going to go ahead and do the x-rays. And I said, sounds like that's your job, sir. That's what I came here for. I didn't say that to him, but that's what I was thinking. He takes the x-ray. It's only my husband and I in the waiting room. It's a small doctor's office. I've never seen a doctor's office like this. It was really, really weird. How we went in, everything was just weird about it. So anyway, he takes the x-rays and puts them under his arm and practically runs out the front door. He put on his lab coat first before he left. I mean, he ran out the door. I look at my husband, I said, that seems strange. What is going on, right? So now I'm nervous. I'm not even thinking maybe he could see the chicken bone, right? I never thought that. I almost forgot why I was even there because the man was acting so crazy. I just didn't even know. Was I the patient? Or is he the doctor? Or am I the doctor and he's the patient? I just didn't know. So he comes back in and he hands me a slip of paper. And it's a prescription card. Like that paper that they write on when they... I don't know if doctors still use it, but I think in Philadelphia I've seen actual prescriptions and doctors' horrible handwriting. So, or illegible. So, on the paper it said the name of the hospital and it had the letters STAT. That's what I said. I said, wait a minute. Stat? I said, I'm having a hard time breathing just thinking about it. Whew. Lord Jesus. If you're menopausal, get this. Okay? It came from some hair store somewhere. I better see all y'all with y'all squirt bottles this summer. Don't let them win. Anyway. Comes back in and he gives me the paper. And I'm like, stat. And Andy's like, I don't even know what he was doing. More than likely, he was hunched over trying to see what was on the paper. And he said, they're waiting for you. I didn't like that. Who is they? And why are they waiting for me? He never once said, ma'am, you were correct. It is a possibility that something could be stuck between your food pipe and your windpipe. He never said that. I go over to the other place, which is the hospital, and he says, and I get a lady the thing, right? The prescription paper. She don't ask me for no ID. She don't ask me for medical, nothing. She just says, come with me. Still nobody told me that I was right. So I'm so like, I'm about to have actual surgery, because in my mind, I was thinking that they had to cut my throat open to get it. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I thought. Nobody had told me different. Nobody even told me the pill was there. No, not the pill, but I do believe it's a pill in there now. So anyway, finally, somebody explains it to me. I don't even know who it was. It might have been the two ladies that were there to do the surgery. Because I said, wait a minute. First of all, it's cold as fuck in here. Why is it so cold? I know, sterilization, but nothing can survive in this cold in here right now. So I'm shivering, and they get me like a bunch of heated blankets and cover me all up and everything. And I'm like, thank you. Okay. So they said, Mrs. Overton Liddell, they said, it appears that on the, what's it called? X-ray, that you have a chicken bone stuck. No, she said you have a bone. She didn't say chicken. She said you have a bone stuck between your windpipe and your food pipe. And I said, I didn't even know that was a possibility. And the doctor told me that it certainly wasn't a possibility. She said, it's a possibility. Okay. I'm nervous because I still don't know how she's going to do it. And she said, what we're going to do is... Okay, thank you. I'm not cutting that out either. He said, they said, what we're going to do is take a tool and push it down. It's going to go down your throat, and it's going to push it out of where it's lodged at, because they got to go in and like get it, like literally. And I guess they couldn't bring it back out my mouth, because when I woke up, the first thing I said is, where is it? And they said, where's what? And I said, what was in my bone, in my mouth? And she said, oh, we pushed it into your stomach, and your stomach acids will eat it up. And then I said, because I wasn't going back to sleep. I was getting ready to get up and run. But they put me to sleep and did the surgery. And the type of doctor that does this type of surgery is an ear, nose, throat doctor. So shout out to all the ears, nose, throat doctors. If you're here and you've been here for some time, you've seen other things that I have done and you like it, please, please leave me comments. I read all comments. However, I have not even began to read YouTube comments because I'm on Facebook and I stay in Messenger. I mean, like, my shit is pinging like Cash App. But the ding, 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 ding. I barely have time to come over to YouTube, but that's where I'm going, okay? So if you're on Messenger, if you're on Facebook, you need to get on YouTube. if you're on YouTube and you want to talk to me or have a conversation with me, or you're interested in talk therapy, then you need to get on Facebook and shoot me a friend request. Let me know you're there. All right, deuces.